with you for presenting and celebrating the project of providing job opportunities. And this program is funded by Madad of the EU and in cooperation with the UNDP and Rwanda and Erbil Governorate. This project in 2019, December, and today we are celebrating the results. I can say that today our guests, most of them will be online, and we hope that we will all abide by this, the instructions of the corona, so that to protect ourselves, and please let's abide by the welcome all. And again, so we have some guests in the studio and some guests are online. Now we will show you a video about this project. Let's see. من زۆر پێ خۆشحالم لێرە بم چونکە ئێوە پێکەنەرێکی زۆر گرنگی هەر ئابووریەکەن لە جیهاندا و گەشەی ئابووری ئەم وڵاتە تا ڕادێش زۆر پشت بە ئێوە دەبەستێت. For us, job opportunity as a governor and is the priority. We appeal to all the companies, especially in the Suleimani and Halabja province and Garmian administration and Bahrain administration to join this project seriously and try to possible opportunities, get possible opportunities for their companies. If each company provides, any company, at least one job opportunity, to provide at least one opportunity for the citizens, because one opportunity might be a chance to save a whole family from poverty. زۆر خۆشم کە ئەمە بەشێکە لە پڕۆژەی بەرەوپێشەوە کە لەلایەن UNDP وەزیر بزەکرێەوە لەلایەن یەکەتی ئەوروپا باری بۆ دەمێنکراوە و هەروەها چەندین کەس لە پەنابەر و لاوەرە و لە خۆ دەگرێت لە هەرێمی کوردستان. بەڕاستی شتێکی زۆر بەسوودە بۆ کۆمەلگا و هەموو کەسێک ئەمە پیرۆزباییان لێ دەکەم بۆ کارە باشەکان و هەروەها بۆ داهێنانەکانیان. The job was very helpful for me in many different aspects. For example, women in Kurdistan are seeking to be financially independent and empowered, in particular women. And this job helped me achieve that goal. Funding supported the business in the Kurdistan region of Iraq. Our company was selected, of course, was part of this, and it was big support for our company to achieve our goals. And we have hired 15 employees through the grant to work during the pandemic. Ama İngilizce, Kürdi İngilizce ben de yakın. انگلیسی کردی بس انگلیسی انگلیسی کردی اتو دکه انگلیسی کردی بس كان عندك أومان لوبلين على زين A video is playing now. Very happy today to end this. We have learned from trainees and coordinators. We will improve and coordinate our business plans better and organize our business in a better way. Again, thank you very much. We thank EU for this, for your support, great support, and also to UNDP, and thank you for Rwanda again for their support, and also the support of Erbil government should not be forgotten. A lot of support has been given and has affected directly on the stakeholders. Let's see the data, to show you the data. And for this, we ask Mr. Absalam Madani, Director General, Executive Director of Rwanda. Mr. Absalam, good morning and welcome. Dear ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, welcome. Iraq is a weak country, we can say, and needs. I think you don't need a warrant or a foreteller to tell you this. I mean, any economist can say that, and it's not our speech. I mean, this is maybe an argument that has been said, and even the Peace Fund and the Foreign Policy, since 2005, the Foreign Policy magazine have done such and have announced such results. And it was among the failure country, but they said this is a prejudgment. That's why they changed, they called Iraq, they changed the name of Iraq. In English, it's fragile states, or weak states, fragile state. This criteria or this index is announced every year. Iraq was out of 178. In the past, Iraq was 17th. The smaller the number, the more fragile the country, and it's possible to break identity. This does not mean that we are pessimistic. We're not pessimistic. It's not a matter of pessimism, but this is to see the reality and to see where we are and to see our tomorrow and how can we reach the future, because the future not only be a dream, but to our future to be a plan, a vision, and work for it, and to exert efforts to have a good tomorrow, a good future, both for us and also for our generations, the future generations. Iraq in 2020 was 17, but in 2019 the sequence was 13. So it means there is a development in this regard, we can say. In Rwanda, we believe, our belief is, individual group and people take their decision, decide. This is not, we can't say that change can't be done. No, it's possible that we make change. And wise governors, good governors, is based on 3 pillars, and one of the pillars is the government itself, and second is the private sector, and the third is the civil society. The 3 together, they can turn a country to have a good governance and a wise governance together. Let's meet, let's sit down, plan and work so that to create a better reality and a better future. Based on this, we've worked on this principle and we've continued. I mean, despite of all the challenges that we've seen with our brothers, our activists in all sectors, who we've all tried together to do a better job, even Corona not to be able to defeat us. And this event that started at the end of 2019, in 2020, with all the challenges in 2020, and now we are in 2021, still the challenge is there. We said, instead of not doing anything, let's do it online and benefit from this project and adapt ourselves to the reality that life should continue successfully. This initiative, the origin of the initiative comes from that Iraq and Kurdistan depend on oil more. And it's better and possible to use other economies and our youth to create their job or get jobs. So here, the important part of it is training, and part of it is providing job opportunities and train youth how to create job opportunities and give them a part of budget. We thank EU, really, and Madad Fund that are owners of this initiative and Government. And thank you very much for the youth and companies and universities that work with Rwanda to help Rwanda to make this project a success. And now let's have a journey of data and present you with some data. The amount of project was about $4 million. In 1 year and a half, we've done these works. A total of the beneficiaries are 849 people. The projects that were funded to start, total beneficiaries, 46 projects. And some of the youth were trained to learn the ethics, work ethics, and build a bridge with the private sector. So 150 were trained. Grant scheme, job creation, two schemes. First is finding job opportunities directly with the companies. We did this directly. And 56 companies and 700 youth got job opportunities. And gender rate, gender index, 34 were female and 66 were male. Least company got like 70% on the project and 30% were given by the company, so that youth can get. The maximum support was 56,000, and if the youth they like, they can further develop. Another part of this project, when the youth young starts work, we did this with the project, two main universities, University of Kurdistan, University of Koya, in training and provide support to these projects in general. 149 training people were trained and 46 projects were funded. Least support was $2,000 and the maximum support was $25,000 and etc. Entrepreneurship was with University of Kurdistan, that 59 groups were trained and 16 got support. In Halabja, the focus was on agriculture, development of agri-preneurship initiatives in Halabja. The projects that focus on agriculture, we funded such projects. In Koya, 60 people were trained and 20 group were supported, received support. The female was 83, so the most in Koya, the biggest percentage was female. Today, which is a celebration of the results of the project, we wanted to use technology. We've found platform, Invest My Idea. We established this platform so any young has any idea for any project, and they look for fund. This a tradition, crowdfunding. The crowdfunding like people, international businessmen or women, or even normal people, when they see this project, they want to support this project, whether it's a small amount or a big amount. So we've established this platform, Invest My Idea, and it's international. It's spread. The design has finished, and young on this platform, they can spread their ideas and look for funds in the coming days. We will talk more about this mechanism. In this project, I know the world, we haven't changed the world. This is 2020, and we don't know what will be the end of Iraq or Kurdistan. What in this index, what will be the percentage of Iraq or Kurdistan? And the story, success stories of countries is not something that can end, but there should be a management so that to feel that there is a better day, and a better future. But there were success stories. Sometimes we see we have success stories, direct or indirect, and it's very important to be close to them and we hear from them so that they can have a better hope. A mountain is made of rocks, and sea is made of drops of water, and history is made of some small activities, minor activities, thousands of activities, and continuously they make history and then make culture. Then, as a result, the country would either will succeed or, God forbid, will fail. Thank you. Again, thank you very much. And we pray for all. Thank you very much. Thank you for Mr. Abdul Salam, the Executive Director of Rwanda Foundation. In the beginning, we said that Erbil Governorate is one of the main partners of this project. Now, we ask Mr. Umid Khoshnau, Governor of Erbil, to come and present the speech of good morning, dear ladies and gentlemen. Mr. EU Relations Officer and Executive Director of Rwanda. First, in the name of the Erbil Operations Room, we commend to you for applying the social distancing and protection measures and benefit from technology that you haven't met physically. So this means that our decisions from the governorate, we can adapt ourselves in other ways and do our work in other ways. Again, we request and ask our citizens that corona risk has increased. Our people should abide by the decisions which are issued by the Operations Room and High Committee of Corona. I know it's maybe difficult for you and it's a challenge, but we have tried to decrease these difficulties. The only thing is to have cooperation between government and people, which is use of masks, which is very important. On the name of Erbil Governorate, I commend to Rwanda and also commend to the funders of this project, and also again we show our readiness to support such projects to succeed. That it's a great, such projects are great support to us as government in finding job opportunities for Kurdistan youth. That unfortunately, in particular in 2014, after we the political problem started and big really problem between CSI and KRI, and those have led to other problems. Before, I mean, the government paved the way for the companies and making investments and implementing local projects, and government had really helped many people, not only our youth, but in the past, even the neighboring countries through the companies were coming to find job opportunities in KRI. But unfortunately, after 2014, and after the start of these problems and the halting of the projects, problems arise, and our youth lost job opportunities, and also in the government, we have stopped appointment that in the last 7 years that in our universities in KRI and our institutes, when our young graduate they expect that to be appointed by the government or to be supported to provide a job opportunity in the company according to their specialty. What Rwanda has done, of course, with the funders and the partners and the companies that have participated. Today, millions, among some millions, 700 people got jobs. It's a small step, but it's a big step and very meaningful, because 700 is not a small number also that to get jobs in such an event, and they benefit from such an event, and work will be employment will be part of their work, and then the first, I think, right of people is to have a job. Benefiting from the laws in our country and benefiting from investment, because one of the paragraphs in one of the items of the investment law is very clear. In addition to providing job opportunities and opportunities to companies, to investors, external and internal, to help them and support them to work. But there's another item in the investment law that priority should be given for job opportunities. Priority should be given to the KRI youth, for those who work in the KRI. We in our local governors, local authority, we want to benefit from this law and help support the creation of job opportunities, support the businessmen and the companies to provide job opportunities where those who have projects here. But happily, according to the data, we have 65 or 70% in KRI. More than 65% are in Erbil. So benefiting from this law, and then provide support to the companies and provide support to those who want to have business. Erbil as a capital maybe has a will provide better facilities first to support our city and so that our youth can get more jobs. Getting a job does not only mean better economy or economical aspect. Any person or any young who is unemployed, if this continues, this will be affecting the thinking of the youth. So this means getting a job will help the young to be more innovative, and also job opportunity will affect all aspects of life. That's why as a government, it's our job, our duty to support such project. It's our job as government to support any step in this direction that will try to find jobs for our young. We hope that in the coming years we can have more accurate numbers to tell you these activities, our activities will affect the decrease of the unemployment. We'll give you, again, I commend to Rwanda, I commend to EU, and thank them for funding such activities. And I thank all the companies that also have helped, have supported this project, and also I assure the businessmen and that we will be using the best measures to facilitate the work of the companies to do their work. And I assure the youth of Kurdistan, in particular our beloved city Erbil, that this cooperation between the government, private sector and government NGOs will be an important part of our work, so that these three pillars will lead and will finish for their benefit. And thank you very much, and I commend. I thank you for this work that you've done. Thank you for this path that you've taken, that you also apply the decisions of the Erbil operations room. Have a good day. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for Mr. Umid Khoshnaw, Governor of Erbil. As one of the main organizations, supportive organizations, are UN. UN this agency is very active in Kurdistan. UNDP implements many projects and supports many projects for the local people. The director of UNDP in KRI, Miss Isabella Olivia, online. She's our guest online. Let's say what she says.
Good morning, distinguished guests, dear colleagues. We are here today to celebrate that every small step down the right road is a step forward. We are here for the moment when we wipe the tears off from the faces living in despair. More than 800 people from different origin, either ethnic or religious, has got job under Headway program. In a times of despair, pandemic, and different type of challenges, and we are very proud of that. We are here to celebrate the people of Europe who are always so generous to help other people when they are most in need. We are here to celebrate the Kurdistan region of Iraq for being the safe haven for everyone, regardless of their ethnic or religious origin. We are here to report an excellent results of the project because of the excellency of UNDP partners, Rwanda Foundation, and Erbil Governorate. And finally, we are happy to celebrate the youth, but the youth that is not time in life, but a state of mind. Those young entrepreneurs that we saw under the project and the ones to come, we hope they grow in a community of startups that will lead to innovation, sustainable economy, and prosperity of the country. So keep your hopes young. Zorspas.
Thank you, Olivia, the director of UNDP. The general goal of Headway is to support the local authorities and support local economy and a better production and increase general service and economical opportunities in the society in general. Together, let's welcome the EU Director Vinso. Please provide or present your speech.
Kak Ahmed Roshnal, Governor of Erbil. Kak Salam Madani, the head of the Rwanda Foundation. And all people attending online this event today. You are right in a way that Iraq and the Kurdistan region are sometimes qualified as failed states but we should look forward. One of the conclusions I've come to since I arrived in the Kurdistan region of Iraq is that there is a huge potential in this region and in this country, and the European Union is eager to support the KRI and Iraq unleash this potential. I'm the head of the EU office in Erbil, and I'm glad to be here today with you to witness the closing ceremony and take stock of the achievements of the Headway program's job creation grant scheme, better called Halikar in proper Kurdish. In partnership with the UNDP Erbil office, the Rwanda Foundation, and the Erbil Governorate, of course, the EU has supported this program through the EU Regional Trust Fund in response to the Syrian crisis, also called the Madad Fund. The Madad Fund is an EU trust fund designed to support Syrian refugees, IDPs, and their host communities. This trust fund benefits from the direct participation of EU member states. Its budget is about €2 billion. And as you said in the video before, most beneficiaries are the host communities. This ceremony today marks the accomplishment of an initiative that has centered on supporting private sector companies by creating jobs and workplace opportunities, while at the same time focusing on entrepreneurship, startups, through the development of skills and competencies required to build and steer a successful business. With over 700 jobs created, 56 companies supported, and over 140 entrepreneurs trained and assisted through seed funding, not only in Erbil, by the way, but also in Dohuk. We saw the previous governor of Dohuk in Suleimaniye. I was in Koya myself at a graduation ceremony a few weeks ago. This initiative has sought to tackle the economic challenges that the Kurdistan region of Iraq faces by investing in its human capital and private sector. Through seed funding, the project developed the platform called Invest My Idea crowdfunding platform to connect startup owners, mentors, investors, and organizations working in the entrepreneurial landscape and provide diverse investment and economic opportunities. I heard that among the 700 direct beneficiaries of this program, 240 were females, so about 34%. So a big thanks up to women's participation in this project. Indeed, jobs and livelihoods are at the core of our ability to be resilient in the face of adversity or challenge. Building and managing a private business or becoming an entrepreneur are particularly challenging in the face of economic turmoil. This requires hard work, determination, and stamina. Yet all of us here today know that the private sector presents significant opportunities for growth and recovery. That's very important, all the more so in a COVID and post-COVID context. Through the Headway project and Hەلی in particular, together with its partners, the EU focuses on building resilience. At a time of economic hardship and post-crisis recovery, Headway supports regional and local authorities in the KRI develop greater economic opportunities. Building a diverse, innovative, and strong private sector is key to ensuring people, wherever they come from, and including the most vulnerable, can find work and financial security. Today's ceremony is particularly timely. It comes at a time when the economy has been further weakened by the COVID-19 pandemic that could have lasting socio-economic consequences. And at a time when we are all living with and in the pandemic, businesses will need to continue adapting to the challenging circumstances that we all face, but they will be able also to leverage new opportunities and unleash the potential of the Kurdistan region of Iraq. Opportunities that have arisen from adversity, challenge, such as online services and innovative business models. On a separate note, because we mentioned the COVID crisis, I would like to express my support to the people living in the Kurdistan region of Iraq as the number of new positive COVID cases is rising again. And in line with an EU-funded communication campaign that we conducted together with WHO in the last month, please continue to wear a mask and wash your hands regularly and apply social distancing as we do today. Ladies and gentlemen, to conclude, I would like to thank the companies that have taken part in this grant scheme, the people who have found new jobs, and the young who have embarked themselves on an entrepreneurial adventure for taking part in this EU-funded project. I hope the jobs we created will be sustainable and that they will in return create more jobs just by unleashing the economic potential of the Kurdistan region of Iraq. I would like also to extend my thanks on behalf of the EU to all our partners, UNDP, UN Habitat, who are implementing the Headway program, the Rwanda Foundation, and the Governorate of Erbil, who have been instrumental in ensuring the success of the job creation grant scheme Hali Card. This initiative has highlighted that there are skills, talents, and ideas waiting to be developed, and that KRI's economy has significant potential through its people and the private sector in these particularly challenging times. Thank you very much. All the best to the beneficiaries of this program.
Thank you very much for Vincent, Director of Operations in EU. Thank you for his speech. It's worth mentioning that Headway program is funded by Madad and supported by Madad, the EU fund, and also by UNDP in cooperation with Rwanda and Erbil Governorate. Now it's time to hear some music. Hopefully that one day we will have concert as before, not online, but now everything has turned online. Our visits are online. Today, this a musical concert online. Again, I welcome all my colleagues or all the guests online, and thank you very much for abiding by the health procedures and health measures. Now it's let's see this musical, have a good time with a musical concert online. نسيش
جيران أشمالا ما تسبرام بنافته ورا ورا ورا فاتو جيران أشمالا ما تسبرام بنافته
فاتحاتو ماشية دلالاتو ماشية كلنا فازرية قوات شافي من ويكت اسكشتم باورية اسكشتم باورية
لفاتو جيران أشمالا ما تسبرام بنافته ورا ورا ورا فاتو جيران أشمالا ما تسبرام بنافته
فاتي كلنا دعوات دلال كلنا دعوات سبرام بنافته
مالك صواني شمو خاف يمر بالعقد رش العقد بدموع يا قلبي وين الحد الحذر مرفوع دومك تون وانت تبكي دم مفجوع طفك كمال شذا فوق السما مرفوع بالك تصيح بحزن صوت الحزن
Yes, thank you very much for those artists in Kurdistan and other countries that have given us an interval of music. As I mentioned in the beginning, for provide job opportunities for Kurdistan, and the other project is provide job opportunities and also increase job opportunities for the refugees and IDPs and also for the local citizens. In general, 56 companies were supported and more than 700 were appointed. 460 were men and 460 male and 240 female. Nowruz is one of the places that was supported. Let's say how they benefited from this. Nazir Abdul Salam, how Mr. Nazir is one of the beneficiaries that were supported in Nowruz Hospital. Mr. Nazir, please. Thank you. Welcome, Mr. Nazir. Good morning, good morning. I welcome all the guests. In the beginning, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Nazir Abdul Salam, representative of Nowruz Company based in Doha. We identified that Zakho was in need of a medical facility, and we opened a private hospital with a surgery department. Currently, our medical complex is fully operated, and it has all the necessary departments and equipment to serve our people. We learned about the job creation grants During its second announcement on Rwanda Facebook page and social media page, we applied for hiring 29 new employees. Unfortunately, our company was one of the companies that has succeeded in expanding our hospital. The majority of staff hired was great attribution to our daily work in terms of pandemic. 20 people, 20 employees were, we employed 20 people. Of course, they support our hospital to do their work in the best way, and also as you know, in stage of COVID-19 pandemic, some clinics were closed and affected, negatively affected people, and affected our daily business, impact on the business. And so people, we were able to do our daily work with the support we got. Also, it helped the company to keep our staff and continue our work. We noticed that there are many people, they want to work, but they don't know how to get a job. It was difficult, but through this project, we were able to provide a good opportunity for those people, provide a good opportunity. This project, our company to transition and survive during COVID-19, and we did not lay off people, because during pandemic, hundreds of people lost our job, but we were able to keep our employees. But instead, we increased the number of staff, and we were able to help them. It has become clear through this project that many youth have good ideas, great ideas, and they look for opportunities. Let's not forget that we hope that this project increase the amount so that to provide more opportunities for different components, Kurds, Syrian refugees, to help them provide jobs. Finally, we'd like to thank the European Union and the UNDP for this amazing opportunity, and for Rwanda also for this chance, amazing chance to work together. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for Nazir Abdsalam, representative of the Nowruz company. It's very disappointing when people can't get a job, and then very promising for anyone who can get a job on the other side. A person has looked for a job for a long time, but has not been able. But he was able to benefit from this project, and he was able to reach his goal. So here we can say that there isn't anything impossible. If people look for Zahra Hisham, Zahra Hisham. Good morning. I'd like to introduce myself. I am Zahra Nazar, 28 years old. I was born in Mosul. I finished my primary education in Mosul and secondary. Then I went to university to get BSc in chemistry. I had finished 3 years in Mosul, in Mosul University, but I left university because of ISIS. We had to flee to Erbil, and we hired a small house because of the bad financial situation, and we faced many difficulties. as a result of the destruction of my house and looting our properties. Here I applied for university here. I was not accepted, frankly. Then I went to Kirkuk and finished my university there in Kirkuk. After graduation, I tried to get a job, but I was not able. I had to sit at home for a long time without work until I found this opportunity to work in a Cameron company for medical equipment, medical supplies. I'm very happy working with this company. I consider my second family, and I feel that I'm lucky to work with them. And finally, I thank UNDP and Rwanda Foundation for this project, a successful project, for supporting a community and the people, for supporting community and people. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you for Zahra Hisham and her success story. Wish you all the success. Getting a job is very important for individuals and for people, for families. Through this project, 700 people were appointed and became entrepreneurs. And when this campaign started, unfortunately, virus corona started and has continued until now, and this affected directly the project. We thought that life would halt and the projects would halt, but our people worked hard so that this project survives under the COVID-19. Until September 2020, there was a campaign to defeat Corona. Let's defeat Corona, so that Kurdistan people educate Kurdistan people and Iraqi people to protect themselves from Corona. And this campaign has become 2 million people. 2 million people have joined this campaign. And now a second project of the project, which entrepreneurship, to entrepreneurs to help micro projects, the projects that starting new through training and providing support. The micro projects, entrepreneurs have had 4 initiatives. First, developing agripreneurship in Halabja. In Halabja, people and the youth together, they presented their innovative ideas to Rwanda, or presented to this project. We found out that some of them now are new businessmen. Around 10 people have become new businessmen in agriculture. So we're able to provide job opportunities directly to 70 people. So 70 people have become entrepreneurs. One of them that has received support is Firishta Faraj in Halabja. Firishta in Halabja, and opened a factory, Tam, like to fig jam, to make fig jam and sell it in the together. English. Firishta will talk. I'm first in Halabja. I'm born in Halabja. As another Kurd, Kurds of Halabja, we were refugees in Iran. There, I studied until 4th primary, grade 4, but I wasn't able to finish my study. We came back to Halabja. In 2000, we came back to Halabja. I married in Halabja. I have 3 children. Our children, one of them is sick. Disease, chronic disease. I had always suffered, and I had been looking for an opportunity. In 2020, through entrepreneurship, agripreneurship, I had this idea, like in my farm when I was working in my orchard, fruits, plucking the fruits. I thought about these fruits can be turned into jam. That's why this idea It was very beautiful idea. When I went to follow up this, I was trained and I succeeded in all the courses. And yesterday my life was all suffering. Today is all hope. And I want to develop my idea. I'd like to tell all the women, that should try to find, because now I have a new life. I'm living a new life. I am now a skilled woman. I can, along with men, I can work to provide my livelihood. At the same time, I can invest my production. Like my suffering has changed into a green like the fig jam. Thank you very much. Let's second initiative, supporting youth to their own work to be through training. 60 people were in Korea for the training on the entrepreneurship, and 20 were helped. And this was implemented by the University of Korea. Is the platform. Also, it's again, it's innovative, like for the micro projects. There's a website. If you can see on the screen, this is the third, Invest My Idea. This was the third initiative, investmyidea.com. Through this website, you can present, or if you're an innovator or investor, if you look for new ideas, innovative ideas, you can look for this website. Yeah. Invest My Idea. This is the title. Here, we ask anyone who can, viewers, anyone who sees us, can, through this website, or contacting this website, so that to have further information. The last initiative is young entrepreneurship by University of Kurdistan. This initiative support the new entrepreneur, new businessmen, new entrepreneurs, how to change their ideas to have a better business. 16 successful groups were supported, benefited. We have many other success stories, but this is the time we have. Thank you for our guests that we are with us online. Thank you for anyone participated in this. Thank you for the viewers. At the end, I say thank you for anyone that helped this project to succeed. Thank you for EU, UNDP, Headway, Foundation, Rwanda Foundation, that have supported this project to succeed. Thank you for any stakeholder, for anyone who participated. A bright future for anyone. Stay safe. Together, let's wear masks. Thank you very much. Have a good time. نه